One crazy summer. Inseparable. If you girls want breakfast, go down to the People's Center. We said all together at the People's Center. Without skipping a beat, since you said next to the library on Ed line. Just keep walking till you see kids and old people lined up. You're not going to take us? I mean it to worm out a question and was mad at myself for asking instead of staring. You don't need me to walk down the street. The park is on the other side. You all can run around after breakfast or stay for a program at center. It don't make me no difference. Cecile pointed to the fountain pen to me. 2 more pens stuck in her hairs. You are the oldest. You can read street signs. Vanetta indignant said, I can read street signs too. Me too. Instead of saying, I didn't ask for all of that like I expected, Cecile smacked her palms together against her thigh and said, then that settles it. Step out this door, cross the street, keep going a block till you get to Ed line. If you can read it, you don't miss the A in the Ed line. Turn left, keep walking till you see the library. Center is on the same block, can't miss it. Nothing but black folks in black clothes rapping revolution and the line of hungry black kids. Then she caught herself off from us tapping her fountain pen and repeated, black folks in black clothes rapping revolution. We had Black Panthers in Brooklyn, Black Panthers posters with size the time templed into telephone poles. We just never had any Black Panthers marching down Herkimer Street, knocking on our door, demanding what we give to the cause or calling us some kind of sister name we had never heard of. My sisters and I didn't make a move towards the door. We couldn't believe our ears. Our crazy mother had sending us outside to find militant strangers if we want to eat. She said, wait, I hope she had changed her mind about us going to center. She went into the kitchen and came out with a cardboard box, a little smaller than a shoebox for Papa's work boots. Here, she said, take this to the center. Give it to the Panthers. Tell them it's from Azealia. That's what I thought she said, Azealia. She put the box in my hands. Who do I just find a black beverage? Any black beverage will do. Make sure you tell them I gave to the cause. You tell them, don't come knocking on my door saying for my materials. I knew I wouldn't have been telling no Black Panthers what Cecile said, that she gave to the cause and not to come knocking on her door for her stuff. I just took the box and nodded, because that's how you treat crazy people. You nod and count down 27 days for crazy to come to an end. Juanetta and Fern looked at me for what to do next, and Cecile noticed this. There was no lip smile of Cecile, but her eyes found it funny that they always looked to me first. Come on, I said. Let's go get breakfast. We are about to leave, but Fern stopped cold. Her eyes bugged out and her balled her fist. Wait, Vanetta and I waited while she ran to the back room. She stepped all buffalo steps. I didn't mind Fern stomping because it annoyed Cecile that her house had been invaded by our mouths. Wants and feet served her right. Both Vanetta and Fern knew why Fern ran back to the room. We've been seeing this going on for years. Fern returned with Miss Patty Cake in tow. From her look of disgust, I believe Cecile would have spat on her own floor if she weren't have had to clean it up. Aren't you too big to be dragging that thing with you? As far as I'm concerned, Cecile had nothing to say about Fern and Miss Patty Cake. Miss Patty Cake was there when Cecile wasn't. Now I smiled. I understood that Fern and Miss Patty Cake were like that Nat King Cole song, Unforgettable. When I first heard his sandy smooth voice sing like a song of love that clings to me, I knew Miss Patty Cake was like the song of love to Fern. Cecile thought Fern would buckle under a 7-year-old chain. When Fern didn't answer, she asked again, "Aren't you too big for all that?" Fern shook 4 braids and said no, taking delight in answering no for no sake. No, because Cecile didn't have a hug and a kiss that Fern expected. No. Because Cecile didn't leap up and get a cold glass of water. No, because Cecile had yet to call Fern. Vanetta groaned. She had fought enough name callers on behalf of Miss Patty Cake. I fought my share too, but so what? It was for Fern and her doll, except for going to school and church. Fern and Miss Patty Cake had been inseparable for as long as Fern or anyone else could remember. Cecile shook we all had given her all the willis. She probably asked herself, who are these kids? There was no use of sitting around for a long farewell and a list of do's and don'ts. We weren't leaving Big Ma. We weren't leaving Cecile in her kitchen and her palm tree. And just I felt we had gotten the last lick by turning and going. Cecile said, "Don't kill yourself to get back here. Stay out till sundown." I walked around the street and moving triangle. Me and a friend, Violet, Vanetta, and Fran, with Miss Patty Cake behind me at both sides. I want to go home. Me too. I knew which home they meant. I said, "We're going back home in 27 days. Let's go, Papa, Juanita said, and Big Ma. I said, not yet. Big Ma hasn't gotten over the collect call from yesterday. We gotta get up enough times to make a real call across the country. Juanita said, we should call Papa. Tell him she's mean and she don't want us, and she won't cook or let us in the kitchen to get a cold glass of water in her kitchen, in her house. I said, well, we will, just not yet. Juanita said, if Big Ma knew and Papa will be here lightning quick to get us. Yeah, quick in like lightning. I said, you need a lot of dimes.